remake of Resident Evil 3 has been my most anticipated game of the year. I'm a massive Resident Evil fan. I've been playing it since the PS1 days with Resident Evil 2, and after the fantastic RE2 remake from last year, I've been super excited about the RE3 remake. So with all that said, let's go ahead and jump right into the review of Resident Evil 3. The game takes place around the same time as Resident Evil 2. We're following Jill Valentine, and she was one of the survivors from the mansion incident in Resident Evil 1, and she's being hunted by a creature called the Nemesis, which is specifically targeting STARS members. When we look at both the remakes for RE1 and RE2, there's a lot more of an emphasis around survival horror, and with the RE3 remake, it also follows suit with the RE3 original by being more action-focused. Nemesis, which is the giant creature that is following you around, is very similar to Mr. X, although I did find Mr. X to be more threatening and imposing, and I feel like the reason I feel that way is because so many of the times where you're encountering Nemesis, it's all through scripted scenes, and then there are some boss battles, but the unpredictability of when the Nemesis would show up is not as strong as it is with Mr. X in the RE2 remake. I played this on my PC and it looked fantastic, and it played really well. The fire effects are badass, and so are the water effects. Of course, the lighting is fantastic. The gameplay is tight, and I really like the inclusion of being able to dodge, which is similar to what was in the original Resident Evil 3. I'd love to see this new dodge mechanic be applied to future Resident Evil 3 remakes, which I really hope Code Veronica is the next one. I didn't really notice any new zombie models. A lot of them are reused from the RE2 remake, which I don't really have any issue with. I think that's totally fine. I really like the new updated character designs, especially Jill Valentine and Carlos. With Jill, she just looks more practical. She looks like she's someone that can be able to take care of herself. And with Carlos, he just looks like a badass, and he kind of sounds like Keanu Reeves. We mostly play as Jill Valentine, but there's a few opportunities where we get to play as Carlos. Those can sometimes feel like they're just being shoved in there, but it actually worked really well, and it wouldn't be a Capcom game without some Easter eggs, like this Mega Man Easter egg. The voice acting, just like with the RE2 remake, is really good. Capcom has gotten so much better with these Resident Evil games and the voice acting. You look all the way back to the first Resident Evil to how it is today, it's leaps and bounds better. Because this is more of an action-oriented Resident Evil game, the soundtrack follows that type of theme, and it works really well. And there's also some old school Resident Evil themes that are in this game that are kind of reworked a bit that I really loved. As much as I love this game, and I do really love this game, I do have one big issue, and that's its length. On my first playthrough, I finished Resident Evil 3 in about 6 hours. And there were scenes from the original Resident Evil that were completely cut out, which I don't really understand why they were cut out. There's honestly not anything else that I can find that I don't like about this game except for its length. But even with that said, I've already played this game 2 more times, and I had fun all 3 times I've played this. If you're a big Resident Evil fan like me, you'll love this game because it pays homage to the original game, it takes what it learned from Resident Evil 2, and it really delivers a great reimagining of Resident Evil 3. For me, Resident Evil 3 gets an add to the collection. I feel like for Resident Evil fans, this is a must. Otherwise, I'd wait until it drops in price. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm trying out video game reviews here on my channel, specifically horror games, so if you're into this and if you like this video, let me know down in the comments below. Thanks so much for coming by, guys, and I will see you on the next video.